All right, let me say hello and welcome everyone. Doug here with the LincolnList.com. In today's video, I'm going to spend a brief moment talking about our upcoming mini camp course and how it builds successful and winning traders. It's also going to be the last mini camp of this year and the last of its kind, which I'll talk about a little bit later on. First, let me talk about mini camp and why I feel that it is different and why the success rate is so high for mini camp attendees becoming professional traders. When you normally purchase a trading course, you're purchasing something that is done in hindsight. It's pre-recorded and it's sort of watered down. Now, to a degree, that's good because at least it gives you some formula to follow, such as understanding support and resistance, moving averages, or understanding the certain trader setup who's teaching this to you. But trying to take that hindsight material and then try to put that into a market that's being traded by millions of people with millions of different emotions are completely two separate things. Now, if you've done any trading at all, even for the smallest amount, you realize that the greatest asset to a trader is their mentality. It's their belief in their process. It's understanding how the market works in its entirety, its nuances and everything about it, and being able to embrace it. So when I created Minicamp, it was to give the trader not just that book knowledge or that chart knowledge about setups, but take that chart knowledge and show you just exactly how I utilize that in a real world market environment. To me, I believe that makes all the difference in the world, because I can tell you, as long as I want to tell you that my strategy is perfect or my strategy is great, and you're just looking at it on charts where it's advantageous to that strategy. But what about real time? What does that look like in real time? How do you catch that move before it happens? Or how can you forecast that that move might happen? So I thought it was very important not just to teach someone the strategies, but to show them how they work. That's why when you attend a mini camp course, not only do you get that classroom webinar instruction, which is done live, by the way, it's not pre-recorded. Another reason that it's done live is because the market changes itself. You know, over these mini camps that I've done, several of them now over the last few years, you know, the market's gone through bullish cycles. It's gone through bearish cycles. It's gone through this trade war. It's gone through interest rate cuts. It's gone through all kinds of different changes, and it helps to understand how those changes affect you as a trader. So you get that in those webinar style instructions. But everybody who enrolls in Minicamp also gets free access to my live trade room. So once you learn this material one day, let's say, for example, the very next day or the very next few hours, you will get to see how I trade these very strategies that I'm teaching to you. That way, you know, I'm simply not bullshitting you and drawing a bunch of lines on the chart, making hypothetical examples. I'm taking exactly what it is, and I'm practicing what I'm preaching, and I'm putting that in a real-time environment. And I want you, the trader, to see that. So every mini camp enrollee gets that classroom instruction, plus they get that live instruction, seeing how it works. To me, that is the biggest difference right there. Now, the next thing is everyone gets a copy of my free DVD, which outlines all of my strategies in its entirety. It's normally a $100 value, but I throw that in with everyone. So prior to the mini camp course, you get a chance to understand who I am, a trader. Talks a little bit about my background so you can understand my passion for trading, my journey in trading, and how I had gone from somebody who was struggling into a successful trader now over the last 2 decades. You know, what did I learn the most throughout those 2 decades? What were my most valuable lessons? So you're learning from that as well. Now, in the last one, which I've also done in this one, is I've added 4 additional strategies for options. So for some of those who are looking to buy and sell options, or even use them as a hedging device or a way to generate income, I do spin that as well. And you get to see me use those in a regular environment. So with a mini camp course, you get that live instruction. You get the DVD, you get access to the trade room, to me, which makes all the difference in the world. And then you get the option strategies. Now, something I'm adding this time around is for the first 15 that enroll, I will do 1 hour of personal training. I recently started the personal training section of the website. It's normally $150 an hour. I'll post a link somewhere on the screen for those, or the links will be down in the description box if you want to learn more about how I go about personally training someone. But I decided for each mini camp student that was coming in this time around to get to know you better was to just sit down and we'll spend an hour and you one-on-one through a webinar style format, just you and I only, talking about your trading, talking about your goals and things that you feel that you're lacking and how we can improve those. Now I can only do 15 because I simply can't give it. It's a lot of time to get to know each person and to spend that time. So I can only allot 15 hours of my time for that. But this time around and this time only, I'm going to do it for the first 15. Now, I did mention in the very beginning that it's going to be the last of its kind. Now, I have intentions at the beginning of the year of updating the course schedule and the course structure. Yes, there will always be a mini camp. I will always do live classes. And one thing that's also mentioned about it is that everyone that attends, once you're a mini camp, you're always a mini camper, always. So every time I do these courses, you're always free to come back, and it is free to you. You never have to come up with any extra money. I have students that are attending from years ago that keep coming back for a refresher course or want to rehash things out. I also feel that's important. I'm not here to gouge you or make tons of profit from you. I'm here to teach you how to trade stocks and do this for a long-term job or long-term living, or at least enhance your money and stuff like that. But back to what I was talking about with the courses is I intend on restructuring them. Again, there will always be a mini camp, and I will always have these live courses, which you'll be able to attend as many times as you want for free. However, some of the benefits inside of those, maybe such as the DVD, definitely the personal training, are not going to be there. So what you're getting right now is the maximum value at the very best cost that's imaginable. And I'm sure you've already seen how much it is. It is a ridiculous value. No one's even coming close to it. People are charging 6 to 7 times more and giving you half. They're giving you hindsight charts and lines drawn on a paper telling you about crossing moving averages is going to make you a multimillionaire because some kid did that who just graduated from college after only trading for 3 months. I think we both know how that's going to work out. So in a nutshell here, what you're looking at mini camp, you get the live trade room, you get the DVD, you get the live classes. And again, something I didn't mention as well with those live classes is that if you cannot attend, every class is recorded. That's also on the website there. It's all recorded. You get a copy of it. You can watch it and rewatch it as much as you like. Also, all of these mini camps I've ever done have been archived, so you're more than welcome to watch the whole entire database and see how my teachings have developed over the last couple of years. Again, you're getting access to several hours, hundreds and hundreds of hours of video right there alone. So you're getting that as well. You get the options training, and of course, for the first 15, you get the personal training. So again, I'm not going to be offering all of those benefits. There'll definitely be courses, live courses at the beginning of the year, but I intend on restructuring it here over the next couple of months. So this mini camp will be the last of its kind, the very best value I've ever done. It's just simply the best value you can find. I challenge you to find anything else. You just simply won't for what you're getting and the investment that you're putting into yourself. It's a no-brainer here. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up right there, keeping it nice, short, and sweet. I hope to see each and every one of you at this year's mini camp. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, support@thelincolnlist.com. Take care, everyone. Hope to see you there.